Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly earn instant respect, foster deep trust, and maintain calm, meaningful relationships, while others struggle with constant misunderstandings and hurt feelings? In this video, we'll delve into how the words you choose, the secrets you keep, and the silence you embrace can profoundly shape your life. Stick with us until the very end, and you'll not only learn how to avoid careless mistakes in your interactions, but also discover how to create an environment where honesty, empathy, and inner peace thrive. By watching this video in full, you'll uncover practical ways to protect your well-being, nurture the bonds you share with loved ones, and ultimately enjoy a more harmonious and meaningful life. If you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend doing so and activating the notification bell to ensure you don't miss any future videos. Your support means the world to me, and if you enjoy this content, please help me spread these valuable lessons by liking and sharing. To make this channel even better for you, let me know your thoughts. If you like this topic, comment 1. If you feel it could be improved, comment 0. Your feedback helps me grow and create content that truly resonates. Now, let's begin. Respect the private matters of others. Never speak of private matters that are not yours to share. It is one of the simplest yet most profound rules of respect. Everyone cherishes their private sanctuary, a haven that extends far beyond walls and roofs. This sanctuary is an intimate space of the heart where thoughts, dreams, and vulnerabilities reside. To trespass into this sacred realm without permission is to shatter the trust that binds relationships. Think of private matters as a protective cloak. Just as clothing shields the body, secrets guard the soul. They are not merely words but pieces of someone's inner world, wrapped tightly to protect against the harsh judgment of others. Imagine for a moment how you would feel if your deepest fears or treasured memories were carelessly exposed. It would hurt, wouldn't it? That same pain is felt by others when their confidence is betrayed. Keeping someone's private matters safe preserves their dignity while cultivating trust and mutual respect. Trust is fragile, like a delicate glass ornament, easily shattered, difficult to repair. Revealing someone's secrets may seem trivial at the moment, but the repercussions can be lasting. Damaged relationships, lost respect, and an enduring sense of dishonor. By contrast, protecting someone's confidence reflects a grace and maturity that few possess. There is strength in silence, in stepping back to let others guard their own stories. This quiet restraint often brings blessings into your own life when you least expect it. Ultimately, the choice is yours. Will you honor the trust placed in you, or will you risk losing something far more valuable than fleeting gossip? Let respect guide your actions, and you will build relationships that stand the test of time, radiating the quiet beauty of true integrity. Resist speaking harsh words in anger. When anger takes hold, it feels like a storm raging within, pushing us to say things we don't truly mean. In such moments, our words become sharp and cutting, leaving deep wounds in the hearts of those we care about. While harsh words spoken in anger might provide a fleeting release for the speaker, they often leave lasting scars on the recipient, wounds that may never fully heal. Have you ever unleashed words in a moment of rage, only to regret them later? I have, and the guilt that follows can feel like a heavy stone in your heart. The memory of causing pain lingers, making you wish you could take it all back. But once spoken, words cannot be unspoken. They carry power, permanence, and the ability to build or destroy. This is why, in moments of anger, silence is often the best response. It takes immense strength to hold your tongue when every fiber of your being wants to lash out. Yet silence in anger is not weakness, it is wisdom. By remaining silent, you allow the storm within to pass, giving yourself time to breathe, reflect, and let reason replace emotion. Anger is fleeting, but its consequences can be permanent. Words spoken in haste can shatter relationships that took years to build. Silence, however, preserves what truly matters. The next time anger surges within, resist the temptation to speak. Take a deep breath and remind yourself of the power of words to heal or harm. Choosing silence in anger is an act of love, compassion, and emotional courage. Avoid hastily judging others. In our daily lives, it's easy to form quick judgments about others based on what we see or hear. But how often do we pause to consider whether we have the full picture? There's truth in the saying, you cannot understand another person's story unless you've walked a mile in their shoes. Yet how rarely do we take that walk or even try to imagine it? This idea is beautifully illustrated in a story that speaks to the human experience of judgment, loss, and empathy. One afternoon, a doctor was called to the hospital for an emergency surgery. The boy on the operating table was critically ill, and time was of the essence. The doctor, though not on call that day, rushed to the hospital. In the waiting room, the boy's father paced anxiously, his worry turning into anger as he waited. When the doctor finally arrived, the father lashed out, "Why did it take you so long? Don't you realize this is life and death?" The doctor calmly replied, "I came as soon as I was contacted. Please try to stay calm while I prepare for the surgery." The father, blinded by fear, retorted, "How could you possibly understand what I'm going through?" Without another word, the doctor entered the operating room. Hours later, he emerged, exhausted but with good news. "Your son is out of danger. If you have further questions, the nurse will assist you." Then, he left quickly. The father, still simmering, muttered about the doctor's arrogance. A nearby nurse, unable to hold back her tears, explained, "The doctor lost his only son in a car accident yesterday. Today was the funeral. He left the service to save your son's life." This story reminds us that we never truly know what others are going through. Before judging, pause to consider the weight of their unseen struggles. Empathy can transform our perspective and deepen our connections. If you've found value in these lessons, let me know by commenting one below. Your presence and feedback mean more than you know. Let's continue this journey together toward a more compassionate, meaningful life. The father stood frozen, speechless, as his anger dissipated, replaced by a deep sense of shame and sorrow. He had no words for what he now understood, how cruel his earlier ones must have been to a man quietly shouldering such a heavy burden. The realization hit him too late. He had mistaken composure for indifference and duty for detachment. In truth, the doctor's actions had been nothing short of heroic. He had set aside his own pain to save another's child. This story offers an essential lesson. We can never truly know what lies beneath someone's actions, their words, or even their silence. Every person is carrying unseen battles, hidden sorrows, and private struggles. When we judge others based on fleeting interactions or superficial impressions, we reveal nothing but our lack of understanding. In moments like these, how much better it would be to offer patience, kindness, and the benefit of the doubt. When we judge others hastily, we not only risk causing them deep pain, but we also deny ourselves the opportunity to grow in empathy. Imagine, for a moment, if we stepped into their shoes. Would we have their strength, their grace under pressure? Would we carry our burdens as quietly and courageously as they do? Likely not. Instead of rushing to criticize, let us learn to pause. A kind word, a moment of understanding, or even silence can be a balm to wounds we cannot see. Hasty judgments, however, can leave scars that may never heal. Compassion and respect are among the most valuable gifts we can offer, and the world would be a kinder place if we offered them more freely. So the next time we're tempted to judge someone, let us remember this story. Let us consider what might lie beneath their actions and choose to respond with gentleness. In doing so, we honor not only them, but the humanity we all share. Words hold immense power. They can build bridges or burn them to the ground. They are like seeds, capable of growing kindness or breeding resentment. When used maliciously, words can pierce a person's soul, leaving scars that may never fully heal. But more than that, harsh words reveal not strength, but a painful lack of grace and character in the person speaking them. They echo an inner insecurity, a desperate attempt to feel superior by belittling another. In the end, they achieve nothing but hurt, for both the speaker and the listener. When you choose to attack someone's honor with cruel words, you strip them of their dignity while tarnishing your own. The respect others may have had for you begins to fade, replaced by caution and distance. Words meant to wound don't just harm relationships, they turn you into someone people avoid, as if you carry an emotional poison that no one wants near their heart. I've seen people thrive on venomous speech thinking it makes them powerful, only to find themselves lonely and embittered, surrounded by walls they've unknowingly built. Destructive words do not solve problems, they magnify them. They don't enhance your life, they shrink it, pulling you further from connection and peace. In moments of anger, it can feel tempting to let a harsh word slip. But think of the cost, the broken trust, the hurt feelings, and the burden of regret. A single careless sentence can unravel years of understanding and closeness. Choosing kind words is not just a courtesy, it's an act of strength and wisdom. As the old saying goes, a slip of the tongue can bring disaster. I believe this serves as a reminder to pause, breathe, and think before speaking. Imagine a world where everyone practiced this simple discipline. How much more love, respect, and harmony would exist? Kindness in speech is not just a gift to others, it's a gift to yourself, creating a life filled with warmth and goodwill rather than bitterness and regret. Have you ever paused to consider how none of us have the power to choose the circumstances we are born into? It's a profound truth that wealth, poverty, privilege, or hardship are all outcomes of fate, not personal choice. A person's upbringing may shape their journey, but it does not define their worth. What truly matters, what truly reveals the depth of someone's soul, is their character, their integrity, and their capacity for kindness. Wealth, no matter how vast, is hollow if it resides in the hands of someone with a selfish, greedy heart. Imagine a mansion filled with treasures but devoid of compassion. It's nothing more than an empty shell. On the other hand, even someone with little to their name, who extends a helping hand or offers a kind word, can possess a wealth of spirit that no amount of money could ever buy. It's remarkable how some of the most inspiring, resilient, and selfless people come from the humblest beginnings. Money is transient. It rises and falls like the tide. A person basking in wealth today may face the cruel sting of poverty tomorrow. This is why it's so dangerous to measure someone's value by their financial standing. To despise someone for their poverty or idolize someone for their riches is to miss the essence of what makes us human. Wealth is fleeting, but a generous spirit, a kind heart, and unwavering integrity have an enduring impact. Judge people not by the size of their bank account or the status of their family, but by how they treat others when no one is watching. True wealth lies in humility, compassion, and the ability to uplift those around us. Life has taught me this. It's the nobility of one's character that leaves a legacy, not the coins or bills they leave behind. Money fades, but the goodness of a person's heart echoes forever. Let us value what truly matters. Life is a tapestry woven from countless unique threads, each representing an individual's strengths and weaknesses. Just as you wouldn't put a fish against a cat in a swimming race or expect a turtle to match the speed of a rabbit, it's unfair and unwise to measure others by a single standard, especially when it comes to education and knowledge. True wisdom lies in understanding that education is not the ultimate yardstick of a person's value. A degree, title, or expertise may reflect one's accomplishments, but they cannot capture the richness of experience, the depth of character, or the kindness of spirit. Some of the most profound lessons come from the unlikeliest teachers, children, elders, or even those whom society overlooks. To look down on someone else's knowledge or education is to expose the cracks in your understanding. People who criticize or belittle others often carry the weight of their insecurities, projecting their fears outward. In contrast, truly wise individuals embrace humility. They recognize that no matter how much they know, there is always more to learn. The willingness to listen and the eagerness to learn are marks of a person who values growth over pride. Beware of falling into the trap of self-satisfaction, a dangerous place where you stop growing, stop questioning, and stop evolving. It's easy to criticize others, but that energy is better spent nurturing your own growth. Instead of fixating on others' flaws or shortcomings, redirect that focus inward. Strive to improve yourself, treat others with respect, and extend kindness wherever you can. There's something deeply beautiful about a person who values others, not for their accolades or achievements, but for their humanity. By respecting those around you and remaining curious about the world, you not only cultivate your growth, but also earn the respect and admiration of those who witness your actions. Life is a journey of mutual learning. Embrace it with an open heart, and you'll discover wisdom in the most unexpected places. It's tempting to boast or exaggerate in moments when we feel the need to prove our worth. But have you ever noticed how those who boast often gain only fleeting admiration at best, only to lose respect over time? Boasting and exaggeration are like trying to wrap oneself in a veil of illusion. Beautiful at first glance, but eventually the fabric tears, revealing the truth underneath. Truth, no matter how deeply buried, has a way of surfacing. At first, people may be drawn to the grandeur of exaggerated words, but with time, the facade crumbles. Those who once listened with admiration may turn away, their trust broken, their perception of you diminished. Trust once lost is so hard to rebuild. As someone who values the weight of authenticity, I've always believed that the loudest truths are spoken through actions, not words. A quiet, consistent display of character and results can echo louder than the grandest of claims. Think about it. Have you ever met someone who quietly achieved greatness? Their success doesn't need a spotlight because their work speaks for itself. Truly wise individuals never feel the need to shout their worth. They let their accomplishments stand tall, unshaken by doubt or scrutiny. They remind me of the earth itself, silent, grounded, yet eloquent in the way it supports all life. In a world that often celebrates loudness and glitter, it takes courage to embrace quiet confidence. When you focus on doing, rather than talking, you cultivate respect that lasts. People start to notice not because you tell them, but because your deeds demand recognition. If you ever feel the urge to boast, pause and ask yourself, what am I truly seeking? If it's validation, remember that success itself is the best answer. Let your actions do the talking. Let your work shine so brightly that words become unnecessary. Authenticity, after all, is the greatest gift you can offer the world and yourself. Life often feels like a vast winding road, where not everyone we encounter will see the world as we do, nor will they always walk beside us in harmony. It can be deeply disheartening to pour your sincerity into someone, only to find it dismissed, ignored, or misunderstood. But here's a truth that may feel both liberating and painful. Not everyone is meant to understand you, and that's okay. Those who truly care for you, those who value the essence of who you are, will never demand lengthy explanations. They see your heart through your actions, your kindness, and the way you show up in the world. On the other hand, those unwilling or unable to understand will remain closed off, no matter how desperately you try to bridge the gap. Words fall on deaf ears when the heart refuses to listen. Instead of wasting your precious energy trying to win over people who misunderstand you, focus on living with unshakable integrity. Let your actions speak louder than words ever could. Over time, the truth has a way of shining through, often more brightly than we imagine. And when it does, those who doubted you may see their misconceptions in a new light. Or they may not. Either way, you remain steadfast, unbothered by their judgment. When faced with misunderstanding, choose calm over conflict. Hold on to your inner peace like a treasure that cannot be taken. Silence in those moments isn't weakness, it's strength. A quiet, dignified strength that says, I know who I am and I don't need your approval to validate it. There's immense power in refusing to be pulled into unnecessary battles, in staying rooted in your values even when others don't recognize their worth. In the end, life will always test your patience, resilience, and ability to let go of what you cannot control. But it will also reward you with the gift of self-respect and serenity. If you learn this lesson, your worth doesn't depend on anyone's understanding, but your own. Trust that the right people, the ones meant to walk your path, will always see the beauty of your sincerity without you needing to explain a single word. Life is a delicate balancing act where each person carries their unique responsibilities, struggles, and aspirations. When we repeatedly impose our needs on others without true necessity, we unknowingly place a burden on their shoulders and risk wearing down the bond we share. Over time, even the most patient and caring individuals may begin to feel taken for granted, and the connection that once felt unshakable may quietly erode. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment Toby below to let me know you're still here with me. Relying on others too often doesn't just strain relationships, it can also chip away at your self-worth. True love and care manifest when people willingly lend a hand in moments of genuine need, but that doesn't mean we should test their limits by leaning on them for every small thing. The beauty of receiving help lies in its sincerity, and that beauty fades when it's taken for granted. To foster enduring relationships, we must prioritize self-reliance. When you take the initiative to handle what you can on your own, it's empowering, not only for yourself, but also for those around you. You're showing them that you value their time, and you're also nurturing a sense of accomplishment within yourself. True independence is a quiet triumph, one that inspires respect and admiration from others. Words are mirrors of the heart. There's an unspoken truth about words. They reveal the depth of our soul. The ancient Roman writer Pseudo-Cicero famously said, "Speech is the mirror of the soul." How often do we pause to consider how our words shape the world around us? The way we communicate daily, whether harshly, thoughtlessly, or with warmth and grace, serves as a reflection of who we truly are. Those who are wise and kind use their words sparingly, choosing instead to infuse them with meaning and beauty. A single kind word can light up someone's heart, while harsh speech can leave scars that linger for years. Beautiful words cost us nothing, but bring immeasurable joy to others. And when we cannot muster kindness, silence becomes a powerful ally. Silence, when practiced with intention, becomes a shield against conflict and a gateway to deeper understanding. In the quiet, we hear not only the voices of others, but also the whispers of our hearts. Choosing when to speak and when to listen is an art that brings peace to both our inner world and our relationships. A personal note to you, my dear viewers. Life often feels like a relentless upstream journey, where each stroke of the oar brings us face to face with challenges that seem insurmountable. The winds of hardship may howl, and the waves may threaten to capsize us, but here's a truth I've learned with time. You don't have to fight every current. As we grow older, we realize that some battles are best left unfought. Instead, we slow down, embrace the rhythm of life, and learn to let go of what we cannot control. There's an indescribable peace in this surrender, a warmth that comes from treating yourself with the same kindness you've always extended to others. Here are 5 key reminders for finding peace and health in your golden years. First, keep your ears quiet. In the Analects of Confucius, there is a profound saying, "At 60, I could hear without being upset." These simple yet powerful words carry a lifetime of wisdom. By the time you reach 60, you've traversed life's tumultuous waves, experiencing joy, sorrow, triumph, and failure. These years shape you, teaching you to distinguish between what truly matters and what is mere noise. You begin to understand that not every word spoken deserves your attention or reaction. In youth, our ears often act as an open door, letting in everything: praise, criticism, gossip, and insult. The sting of a careless remark could easily ignite anger or leave us feeling wounded. How many sleepless nights were wasted replaying harsh words or imagining conversations that never truly mattered? Yet as we grow older and wiser, we discover the profound strength of selective hearing. We learn to listen to words of kindness and wisdom while letting baseless criticism or envious remarks fade into silence. Life is too short, too precious, to be distracted by the noise of petty opinions or harmful gossip. When we allow such negativity to take root in our minds, It robs us of peace, joy, and even our health. Choosing silence in the face of provocation is not weakness. It is a quiet triumph, a testament to the resilience of a calm heart. Now, I see this lesson not as a restriction, but as liberation. Keeping your ears quiet means reclaiming your focus and protecting your inner sanctuary. It means recognizing that what others say about you often reveals more about them than it does about you. When we stop letting irrelevant words invade our peace, we discover a serenity we may not have known was possible. Imagine a still lake, its surface reflecting the sky perfectly, unmarred by ripples or disturbance. This is the gift of a quiet heart. When your soul is undisturbed by unnecessary noise, the world around you feels surprisingly beautiful. Conversations become richer, relationships more meaningful, and small joys more profound because your attention is no longer consumed by what doesn't matter. I find myself reminded daily of the freedom this wisdom brings. It is a form of self-care and self-respect, a gentle reminder that we are the guardians of our peace. So, keep your ears quiet, not out of indifference, but out of love for the tranquility and clarity that life can offer. When you tune out the noise, let the world's chaos flow past you, and you'll be left with the music of a life well lived. Second, view life with a tolerant eye. Confucius once shared a profound truth. The wise seek harmony but do not necessarily conform. This wisdom reminds us that every person carries their dreams, values, and choices woven into the unique fabric of their lives. The key to inner peace is learning to embrace this diversity without forcing our beliefs or standards onto others. When we are young, our impatience and expectations can lead to frustration when the world doesn't align with our ideals. It's easy to believe our way is the right way, but as time passes, life teaches us a humbling lesson. No two journeys are the same. By opening our hearts and minds to the rich variety of human experiences, we lighten the emotional weight we carry and create space for empathy and understanding. Cultivating tolerance is like planting seeds of joy and gratitude in your soul. Instead of dwelling on the flaws or negatives around you, make a conscious effort to see the beauty that surrounds you. When you pause to admire the simple elegance of green leaves swaying in the breeze or the vibrant hues of red flowers, you're reminded of the world's quiet miracles. These moments of appreciation fill you with gratitude, uplifting your spirit and helping you see life in its true radiant form. Tolerance isn't just about others. It's about your peace. By letting go of judgment and embracing acceptance, you create a life that feels lighter, freer, and full of beauty. In this practice, you don't just coexist, you thrive. Third, value your meals and care for yourself. There's a timeless truth in the saying, being able to eat is a blessing. For older individuals, the joy of a delicious meal is one of life's simplest yet most profound pleasures. It's not just about nourishment. It's about honoring the body that has carried you through decades of challenges, triumphs, and experiences. Food, in its humble way, becomes a celebration of life, a reminder that even the small, everyday acts hold extraordinary meaning. As we age, it's easy to fall into the trap of excessive frugality, prioritizing saving over self-care. But what good is wealth if your health deteriorates? No amount of money can buy back the vitality and comfort you lose by neglecting yourself. You deserve better than that. You've spent years caring for others, meeting responsibilities and sacrificing your needs. Isn't it time to give yourself the love and attention you so freely gave to others? Anxiety, worry, or stress can be silent thieves of our joy and even our appetite. Skipping meals or treating food as an afterthought harms more than just the body. It robs the soul of moments of connection, gratitude, and fulfillment. Each bite you take is an act of self-compassion, a promise to yourself that you're worth caring for and that your presence in this world matters. So take a moment to savor your meals, feel the textures, enjoy the flavors, and let the experience remind you of the beauty in the present moment. Life may not always be grand or extraordinary, but a well-cooked meal enjoyed in peace can be extraordinary. Eating well isn't just a necessity, it's an act of gratitude for life itself. Cherish your meals as gifts. Treat yourself with kindness. Live in the now, because these small acts of care add up to a graceful and fulfilling old age. In the end, it's not about how much you've saved or sacrificed. It's about how much you've truly lived and loved yourself along the way. Fourth, maintain health by exercising daily. There's an old and wise saying, flowing water does not rot. A constantly turned axle does not get eaten by worms. This simple yet profound metaphor speaks to the natural vitality that movement sustains, reminding us that when water flows, it remains pure and fresh, and when an axle turns, it avoids decay. The human body is no different. With consistent exercise, we nurture flexibility, strength, and vitality, defying the stagnation that can creep in as we age. Exercise is more than just a physical activity. It's a celebration of life. No matter your age, movement unlocks countless benefits that extend far beyond the body. It energizes the mind, uplifts the spirit, and reminds you of the resilience within. In their 70s or 80s, some people embrace the joy of a morning jog, the tranquility of yoga, or the rhythm of a daily walk. These individuals radiate a vitality that inspires, proving that age is not a barrier, but a testament to the strength of will and habit. On the other hand, those who abandon movement often find themselves confined to their beds, their bodies stiffened by inactivity, and their lives limited by the absence of action. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you're still here with me. It's never too late to begin. Start small, perhaps with a gentle stretch, a short stroll around the block, or even just a few minutes of deep breathing paired with simple movements. Each drop of sweat becomes a powerful antidote to aging, an elixir that revitalizes your energy and protects your health. As you move, you're not just strengthening your muscles, you're choosing vitality over stagnation, joy over lethargy, and independence over frailty. I truly believe that every step, stretch, or lift is an act of self-love. It's a way of saying, I deserve to feel alive, strong, and capable. Exercise is a gift we give ourselves, a daily reminder that our bodies are temples worth cherishing. So today, move for your future self, for the joy, health, and energy that await you tomorrow and for the years to come. Keep your emotions stable and your mind calm. Life is unpredictable, often veering far from the plans we so carefully lay out. But isn't that part of its mystery and beauty? Yet when faced with hardships, it's easy to find ourselves trapped in a whirlwind of negative emotions that gnaw away at both our physical health and inner peace. Those emotions may feel overwhelming now, but remember this: everything, absolutely everything, passes with time. What feels insurmountable today may be nothing more than a faint memory tomorrow. I deeply believe that one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself is the ability to let go. Letting go doesn't mean you ignore challenges or pretend life is perfect. It means you refuse to let those moments define your happiness. Adopting a lighter, more joyful attitude isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. Imagine waking up each day with a heart unburdened, ready to embrace the simple joys around you. I think that's the secret to savoring the rest of your life. There's a beautiful saying, time cannot be pursued, nor can the years be stopped. It's a humbling reminder that the clock never pauses. Why waste your precious energy on trivial matters that won't even matter a year from now? Instead, focus on the true treasures of this stage of life: your health, your emotional balance, and your inner peace. These aren't just nice ideals. They're lifelines to living a meaningful, fulfilled existence. Cherish yourself in this season of life. Slow down and truly feel the moment, the sunlight on your face, the laughter of a loved one, the quiet stillness of a peaceful evening. The past, no matter how bittersweet, is unchangeable. But right now, in this very moment, you hold the power to shape your experience. Choose peace. Choose joy. Choose a life that radiates from the inside out. I believe in you and the strength you hold within, to create this life for yourself. You are deserving of happiness not just as an abstract concept, but as a daily reality. So take a deep breath, let go of the unnecessary, and embrace the beautiful time you have left. I'm cheering for you every step of the way. So what have you learned from everything we've shared today? Reflect on the wisdom of staying calm, letting go, and embracing joy in the present moment. What resonated with you the most? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment below and share one thing you've learned from this video that you will bring into practice in your own life. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more inspiring content. Your support means the world to us, and we can't wait to continue this journey of wisdom and growth together. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.